Good morning, YouTube. What is going on, everybody? Yep, it is 2:45. Yep, and I'm getting going. I'm glad I'm back on my schedule. I like this schedule. Look at them light eyes in there. I want to get some of them eyes. That's pretty cool. But anyhow, yeah, back on my schedule. I like my schedule. Although some days I want to go to, yesterday I think, I took a nap yesterday, like 30 minutes or so. Ain't too bad. Anywho, alright, I'll get back with y'all here in a few. I'm going to run inside and get drinking on, and I'll get back with y'all. Yes, sir, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Yes, sir, that was what I'm talking about. Yep. Alright, yeah, I'm running inside. I'll be back here in a few. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got a dirty ass window. It's only on the passenger side though. The driver's side, I've cleaned up pretty good. It ain't that bad. Anyhow, we're gonna get out of here. In fact, I'm probably gonna just delete that truck out my thing because that window was so dirty. Yes, sir, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm still gonna keep that truck. Yep, I still kept it. It's all good. That one there, yep. I like that one. Yes, I know, folks, I'm coming out the entrance. I know that, but that exit, when you're coming out, it's so steep. I'm afraid if I come out at the wrong angle, I'll rip my bumper lights off. Hell, I just put them on. I ain't got them lit up yet. I at least want to see them lit up a time or two before they get ripped off. Yeah. Alright. Now we're going to get out of here. I already got my bag packed for a shower. We are getting a shower here in a little bit. Believe it or not, they was lined up for showers. There was already 2 guests in line this morning for this place. So, yeah. I'll just get it down the road. Anyhow, alright, here we go. Trucking up. Whoop, let's go. Alright, here we are, folks. Crossing into Monroe. Yeah. Alrighty, well, no, we ain't quite to the river yet. But we're getting close. We're still in West Monroe here for another mile. Or so, yeah. Anywho. Here's the river crossing here, yeah. And now we're in Monroe. That's the Wahita River. Yeah. Alrighty then. St. Francis Medical Center, yeah. Right there. shit, I think I just come through Monroe, across the river and everything, and I was talking to y'all the whole time, and I think I didn't even have the button. I didn't even hit the button. So yeah, I was talking about well, whatever. Well, we just crossed the Wahita River, yeah, and now we're in Monroe. Well, we're still in Monroe, but we just come through downtown district where it was all lit up. But I forgot to hit the button. I didn't forget to hit it. I hit it, but I must have hit below it where it didn't start recording or something. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, I'll get back with y'all. Alrighty, folks. Y'all see the cross there, yeah. That means we in Rayville, Louisiana, and we are 53 miles from the state line. Yep. All right. We got a bit, yeah, that's a car. They should get up to speed fast enough. I shouldn't have to change lanes. Anywho. Alright. Well, I'll get back with y'all. Good Lord, man, these lanes, they get worse and worse every day. I know right now we're good, but just wait, there'll be overpass up here in a minute, and then it's going to sound like my damn truck's falling apart from all the damn bumps. It's crazy. They can't. I know I've said it before, but why can they not join the highway with the overpass or bridge or whatever without having all these damn potholes and bumps? I just don't get it. Yeah, right here, see? Well, that wasn't so bad. I wasn't in the right lane. But, yeah, the right lane is the worst lane out here. I don't know what it is with Louisiana and the right lane, but it's bad. Yeah. Anywho. See, right here, it's obvious they can do it because I just come over one that they weren't no damn potholes or bumps. So it's obvious they know how to do it, they just don't. Anyhow, earthquake west coast and experts update. Where was this earthquake at? It was underwater on the west coast. Oregon coast. Okay. 4.2 is 85 miles from Oregon's coastline. Alright. Anywho. We're in Tallulah. Yep. This is Tallulah. got the green light for the scale, and now we're coming up on that mighty Mississippi. Yep. See that Timu's got some of them eyes with her for cars. I don't think they the same. It probably wouldn't look right in the truck because they smaller. Eyeballs for Jeeps. It looks like eyeballs, the headlights. Yeah, I've seen those on a couple of Jeeps. Anywho, yep, this is the mighty Mississippi, and right there, welcome to Mississippi, folks. Local time is 4 a.m. and it is 61 degrees. Back we go here a bit. Well, temperature done dropped down to 50 degrees. Yeah, started out this morning at 64, 65 over there in Louisiana, and now it's down to 50. This weather is crazy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright, folks, we back rolling. Yep. We already made it through Meridian. I was just eating my breakfast. Yeah, the steak wrap. That thing's good. I'm glad they brought the wraps back. But anyhow, yeah. We are about 10 miles from the state line. See what we get here. Green light. They're closed anyways, but yep, we got the green light. Hey folks, right up here gonna be the state line. We're almost there, about half a mile. Well, about 3/4 of a mile. Well, we're getting there. Yep. We got 260 miles to make it to Austell. Yep, and 215 of that is in Alabama. Yep. And right up here gonna be the line. You'll see a road change colors, and I'll hit a bunch of bumps. That dude ain't got no tag. Welcome to Alabama, folks. Yep. We're now in Alabama. Local time is 7:05, and it is 50 degrees. We got some more road work here. Yep. They ain't stopping though. Speed limit's down to 60, and we're going to slow down. Ooh, 50. Speed limit is 50. Wow. They went real low with the speed limit. Anywho. Yeah. Got 75 miles to the fuel stop. Alrighty, folks. Yep. We're coming into Tuscaloosa. Yep. So that means we're about, let's see, 32 miles from getting fuel. Yep. Alrighty then. I'm gonna need it too, yeah. Well, I'm good on diesel, but I didn't fill my depth up the last time. Which I do that. I do it every time. I'll fill it up this time, and I'll run to Georgia, back out to Texas, and then back here before I fill it up again. I'll give fuel and depth this time, and then I'll get just fuel the next time I come through. Then I'll get fuel in Texas, and then I'll come back here to, yeah, like every third fuel, and I get depth. But anywho, damn. If you fools would give me a chance, I'd get over in the right lane and let y'all have the damn speed lane. But no. Alright. I'll get back with y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Alrighty, folks. 26 miles to our fuel stop. Alright, folks, here we are at the fuel stop. Yep. Oh boy. Seems like it's been a long day so far. Well, I guess it has been when you started at 2:30 in the morning. And it is now 9:30. I seen you, Mr. Grader, man. I wouldn't be. Oh, you turning off. Okay. Anywho, I'll get out of here sooner or later. They got these signs right here. Look at these signs. Right there where I got to look to see traffic. And their signs. It's just the worst place in the world for the signs to be. But anyhow, it is what it is. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Well, this was quite surprising. I just got one of them, oh man, it's sugar-free, no wonder it. Well, anyhow, I got the winter edition Red Bull. I didn't know it was sugar-free, but it's Fiji, apple, and ginger. It's pretty good, but now I know that weird taste is the sugar-free part. I mean, it tastes like you took a bite out of an apple. And then there's a weird aftertaste. And that's because of the sugar-free part, I think. I didn't notice it was sugar-free, or I wouldn't have bought it, but it's pretty good. You might not get the crash off of it being just sugar-free. I don't know. We'll find out. Yep. Anywho, I'll get back with y'all here in a minute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Alrighty, folks. We on 459. Yep. 28 miles. We'll be back on I-20 and 150 miles. We'll be in Austell. Yep. Alrighty. Get out my way. Whoa, bitch. Yeah, that's an old school Western Star, folks. I want you to look at this. Any of you can pull up a 2026 Western Star and look at the difference. Yeah, big difference. Folks, yeah, here we are on 459. There is the Boy Scouts of America and the little Statue of Liberty, the mini Statue of Liberty. Yeah. Anywho, we're about 5.5 miles from being back on I-20. Well. Oh boy. Anywho. Alrighty. I'll get back with y'all when we get to 20. Alrighty, folks, there we are. The ramp for I-20. Yeah. I feel so bad today. Ain't got no stomach. I just don't feel good today. I don't feel like driving, period. But I still got 125 miles to get to Austell. And then it's another 120 plus miles, like 120, about 125, 130 up to Cleveland. Yeah. And then I'll probably be done at that point. But, I mean, it's only 11 o'clock. I got 5 hours on the clock. I don't even know if I'll go all the way to Cleveland. Well, yeah, I'm definitely going all the way, because if I don't, it'd be 6 o'clock in the morning before I can get in there. I don't want to wait until then. I'll go on up there and get the load off the yard and then go forward. Well, anywho, alright, I'll get back with you. Well, here we are in the Dragonfly Zone. I was ahead of that Amazon Prime, but obviously he's light because he blew right past me on the climbing side of the hill. Alrighty, folks. Right here is going to be the Coosa River. Yep. So that means we're coming into Talladega County, Lincoln, Alabama. Yep. Talladega is about 16, 18 miles from here. But as soon as we cross the bridge, we'll be in Lincoln. But it's still Talladega County. Yep. It looks like westbound. Catching all the shit today. Yeah. They say working on the roads. But this is new pavement right here, and it's bumpy as hell. it's backed up as far as I can see. On the other side, of course. Yeah, buddy. I can't believe it. It's still backed up. Hey, folks, we're about 8 miles from the state line. Yep. And then when we get into Georgia, I'm going to stop there at exit 5. I need to get some cigarettes and some Gatorade or something. I don't know. I just can't get enough to drink here lately. It seems like no matter how much I drink, it don't seem like I'm getting enough. I've drank water. I've tried everything. Water, the soda, of course, ain't helping matters none. But I've tried water. I've drank tea. I've drank all kind of shit, but I drank a Gatorade the other day. I don't know if it helped or not, but it was good, so yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I'll get back with y'all here shortly. We're 6 miles from the state line. Right up here gonna be the state line. Yeah, y'all can't see it. I'm in a cluster of trucks right now. You can't see past them, but it's coming up. You'll see the road change colors right up here in a second. Right there. Welcome to Georgia, folks. Yeah, local time is 12:15 and it is 71 degrees. Alright. We got 46 miles to destination, 46 miles to destination, 43 miles to our exit. Let's go. Alright, folks. We got the bypass. Yep. And our exit is coming up just past the scales here. So we're about 4 miles from destination. I see there's traffic before 285. 7 miles, 15 minutes is what it said to get to 285. So there's traffic when I leave here. So it is what it is. Yep. Alright, here's our exit. Alright, get back with y'all here in a few. Alright, yeah, we're here at Factory Shoals Road. This long-winded ass light. Yep. But we're only a mile away from destination. Alright folks, right over this hill here, we got this hard right turn. Yeah, we gotta make that turn from the center lane. And a lot of times people, they think that you turned the blinker on, or I don't know what they think. Maybe your blinkers are crossed or something, because you're turning your right blinker on, you get in the left turning lane, and then people try to pass you in the right lane. Well, yeah, that's due to, I don't know. Anywho, yeah. Anyhow, right down here at the bottom of this hill, this is gonna be where we turn in. Yeah, look at the skyline over there. You see it good today, sun shining on it. Yep. I already got a couple pictures of it. That's probably gonna be my thumbnail. Alright. Well, right at the bottom of this hill. Just hit the floor. Alright. There we are, folks. Another load successfully delivered. Yep. Alright. I'll get back with y'all. Yes, sir. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Yeah, that's one good looking 579, Cupid. Mine won't ever get to that level because I won't be able to put all that stuff on mine like he did. But, you know, still a 579. Alright, folks, we're back on yard. And I put y'all back out there on the mirrors. Y'all can watch later. I didn't put my computer on yard. Yeah, I forgot to put the computer on yard move. But now it gets now gotta find a hole to put the trailer. Maybe one right here. I didn't notice how much I used that part of the mirror that I got this phone on until it was blocked with the phone. Yeah, I actually used it a good bit. Alright, give me a second. Well, I didn't have to go far to find it empty. Yeah, I moved over like, 5 or 6 trailers. And here's me empty. Although he ain't told me that I was going to Cleveland yet, but pretty sure I am, so I'm going and hook to it. Yeah, keys back. Listen for the click, click. Y'all hear that? We all hooked. Do the tug test, tug, it's staying hooked. Alright. You know what's crazy? There was snow flurries here just a couple of days ago, and now it's 79 degrees. Damn bipolar ass weather. Anyhow, I'm still waiting on an answer on what I'm doing before I get out and clean this trailer and everything. Alright folks, here we go. Let's go play in Atlanta. I don't have to stop. I already did everything. I cleaned this trailer out and everything, so there ain't no need to stop, and I went ahead and blowed it out. It wasn't too bad. It don't need no fuel, don't need nothing. So we're gonna go on to Cleveland. It's 141 miles. And yeah. We already know we're gonna be in traffic, so it is what it is. Yep. Folks, well, I just got on the interstate, and of course, we knew it was coming, so it is what it is. Oh well, I need to get over into the middle lane, and I will as soon as I can. Which I ain't gonna help matters much, but it'll help a little bit. Hey, come on. Well, anyhow, I'll get back to y'all when we get on 285. Alright, folks, here's 285. Yeah. It's gonna be a long trip up to Cleveland. But, oh well. Only got 2 hours and 20 minutes left on the clock. It's gonna take every bit of that to get up there. Man. Oh, hell no. You ain't getting in there in front of me. You gonna wait? No. I sit here in traffic, you can sit in traffic. You ain't special. He's lucky there's a four-wheeler behind me to let him in. Anyhow, he knew where he was going. I mean, you got 2 miles before we get to here to get in the right lane. He chose not to get in that lane because it was stop and go. He wanted to stay with it and then wait, and dive in front of somebody like he done. must be in a hurry to go wash his feet or something. I don't know. Just stop right there, John. That's enough. Anyhow. Yeah, there's going to be 2 lanes to come around the corner here shortly. But looks like it's going to come down into one. But now they got enough room to bring 2 lanes down into 285 there. Yeah. Anywho, alright, I'll get back with y'all. We're on 285 now. Hopefully we can roll for a little bit, but I don't know. Alright folks, we're 1.5 miles from getting on to 75. Yep. It's that big tall building up ahead. When I come through here, whenever I get the early morning pictures coming through here, that's that building and the couple beside it. That's the ones that I get when I can't ever get to downtown skyline, but that's the one I get right there. Anyhow, yeah. It's all good. It's saying 2 hours we'll be in Cleveland, but that's not counting the traffic. Well, traffic's gonna make it longer. Now see, here's another cat. You know, wait to the last minute, want to dive in front of somebody. And you notice the 4-wheelers ain't even letting him in. And that damn Volvo, he's doing the same thing again. He's coming up behind me thinking he's gonna dive in front of me. I reckon. I don't know what he's thinking. I'm sitting in this lane like I was supposed to. Well, he ain't got his blinker on, so. Anyhow, alright, I'll get back with y'all. We'll get on 75. You know, I've been doing some Google searching, and I think I got something that's called diabetes insipidus. Diabetes insipidus, which I ain't got regular diabetes, but all the symptoms that from what this is saying I'm having right now. So I guess when I go to the doctor, I need to get them to check me for that. You know, they're always thirsty, you know, feel like I can't get enough to drink. And a couple other symptoms that it's saying I'm having. So, anyhow, I go back to the doctor on like the 2nd or 3rd of December, so we'll see. Yes, sir, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, Pete. It's basically a show truck, a working show truck. Yep. Alrighty, folks, we got 71 miles. We'll be in Cleveland. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, folks. We got another 63 miles to go. And, yeah, I went ahead and stopped here to get dinner because I know I'm sleeping on the ramp tonight. So I stopped here and got something I can throw in the microwave in a little bit. I had to use the facilities anyways. So yeah, now we got 63 more miles to go. And I got my dinner, like I said, I got my dinner. So I ain't gotta worry about that. I was wondering what I was gonna do. Parked on the ramp, you can't order DoorDash. Well, I probably could have. And just, shared my location and told them I was on the ramp. I could have went in the notes and told them I was on the ramp or blah, blah, blah. But I had to stop here anyway, so yeah. Anyhow, I already got drink and everything in the refrigerator. I got extra soda, extra everything. And then I wanted to buy a test light so I can test my windshield washer is still not working. But still, a test light's good to have. And I just went ahead and bought one to have one. Anyway, when I do go to wire these lights up on the bumper, I can test the wire that I run them to first, just to make sure. Instead of running that wire and then it not be no good, I test it. Which the boss man, he says he wants to run the wire, so he's gonna find a way to run them to the switch here in the dash. I was just gonna rig them up and put a gator clip on them and clip them onto the stud I got under the hood. And then yeah, but I'll just wait. I don't know. Anyway, it's done right. Most of my driving is during the day anyways. Yeah, I put in 3 or 4 hours in the dark. But I put in just as much I put in more in the daylight, so they'd be off before they on anyway, so. Yep. Anywho. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Today's gonna be another 700-mile day. Yeah. Get too old to be doing these back-to-back 700+ mile days. I need to get back to my 600-mile days. I like them better. These 700 milers, they hard on you. But anyhow, I know if I don't go up here and get this load tonight, then I gotta wait till 6 o'clock in the morning to get it. And I don't want to do that. So I will go get it. Although I don't want to, I will. Anywho. It is what it is. Alright, let me get back with you. Alright, folks, we're 19 miles from the state line. Yep. We're getting there slowly but surely. It is 10 after 4 my time. So yeah, I'll get there about 5 minutes to 5. That's with no traffic in Chattanooga now. I know there's going to be traffic, so we'll just say we're going to get there about 5:15 or so. Now, we're only 45 miles away, but with the traffic and these center lane super truckers that won't get out the center lane, I got to work to get around them, slow down and work, and I don't know who teaches these fools to get in the center lane and just hang out. But like right now, 65 miles an hour, speed limit 70. If you can't do the speed limit, which he's passing people, so I mean, I give him that much. He is passing people, but now you're past him. Why are you not getting over? See what I'm saying? He's past the two. Why is he not getting over? Yeah, see? There's no reason for him not to get over. Now I gotta pass him in the right lane. Alright, folks, we're 4 miles from the state line. Yep. 4 miles. It's pretty bad when you see a prime out in the left lane. Man. What's going on up there? I finally got around that one Yahoo. Now I guess I'm catching up with some more Yahoos. Yeah. No prime went out in the left lane and went around that one. He must have had some forward push going down the hill. Yeah. Prime don't go that fast. 62, I think, is their top speed. And then I talked to a couple of their drivers, and they say they run 55 to 58 all the time because they get a fuel bonus every month. If they save a certain amount of fuel, they get a bonus. But yeah, I'm not going to run 55, 58 miles an hour just to get no extra $100 a month, whatever the hell it is. Sorry. But not sorry. Anywho, this thing in front of me right here is a Cadillac. I don't know what it is though. It's not an Escalade, but it's not a car neither. It's a Cadillac something. It's a mid-size SUV. Instead of being a big Escalade, it's like a mid-size. What is it, NTS or something like that? Anyhow, alright, I'm just rambling. I'll get back with y'all when we get up here. Yeah, it was a Cadillac XT6. Well, that's what the emblem was anyway. So I don't know. Anyhow, yeah. We're close enough to the state line. I'll come over here. Yep. And with it being 420, I'm sure there's gonna be some traffic. But look, I mean, normally by now I'm in traffic, so yeah, I might get lucky. I don't know, but right there, welcome to Tennessee, folks. Yep. Local time is, like I said, 4:20, and it is 75 degrees. Let's go. Oh, that was not cool. Oh Lord, come around that corner at 65, and everybody was doing 15. I was on the shoulder there for a minute just in case I couldn't bring it to a stop. But I did. Well, I don't want to buy no XTS. Anywho, it is what it is. Alright. I think for the most part we through the traffic. For the most part. Yeah. Might have a little bit more up here, but I don't know. We made it through the split right there, the 24-75 split. That's normally where traffic backed up here. Once you get past that, it's normally good. So I think we're good. Anywho, alright, I get back. Oh, I knew that was too good to be true, to be through the traffic already. I knew it. I did. Oh well. We ain't got far to go. We are 16 miles from our exit. This is just because we're in 4 lanes right now. And within a mile, it all bottles up. You know, within a mile from where I'm at right now, it's coming down to 2 lanes. So all this traffic from these 4 lanes push into 2 lanes, and yeah, that's why I've stayed here in this lane, because I already know this, which people that live here know this, but anyhow, it still causes a bottleneck. It causes havoc, but once we get past it, then it's good. Hey folks, we're 7 miles from our exit. Yep. We're in Cleveland now, but we're 7 miles from our exit. I know, I'll be glad when day's over with. We got off our exit. Right up here, we're gonna make this right turn, and then we're only just a little over a half a mile from being at the yard. Then we're coming back out this way because I'm going to park on the ramp, so we're coming right back out this way. Yep. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Alright folks, we have arrived. I pull up here to the gate and get checked in, get our load, and that's going to be the end of this day. Yep. Alright. Alright folks, I got a hell of a hole to get into back there. So I figured I'd record. I got to do some maneuvering to get it. See that blue thing there? So I got to get in between. I'll get it. I don't want to hit them things. I don't want the truck to hit that. That close? Yeah, that's close. I don't know if I can bring it around. Yeah. window. It's a little tricky getting in there, but we're in there. Alright. Alright folks, we got our weight good and I got room to add fuel, so we're good to go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna go on and end the video right here. If y'all made it this far, thanks for watching TTVE, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.